Welcome to the next issue
podcast. Please enjoy
the show. Woo! Here we go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Next Issue podcast. How you guys doing?
Woo! I'm great. I took the day off yesterday and I went and saw Supergirl.
I took the day off yesterday. I also saw Supergirl. I also scheduled 3 different doctor's appointments on the same day, so I could just make a whole
Wow.
Well, they're like things I have to do. Oh, like get my eyes checked, but I figured let me cram them all in the same day, so I have the excuse to take the day off.
Right.
And then when I'm done, halfway through the day, I can go to the theater. I did have to log in and work for a little bit just because something came up, but
how do you plan the time frame between each doctor visit? Because whenever I go to the doctor, I'm like, I don't know, I'll be out half the day, I guess. Who knows how when I get there, how long it's going to take.
I leave about 45 to an hour in between because I know, and I leave my primary care provider at the end because they're usually the longest appointment. Like the eye exam doesn't take too long, right? Those are they want to get those done so they can get people in and out. And then some of the things just like labs, so those don't take long either. So like I'm not seeing like 10 different specialists or anything like that. Just like,
but I do like the fact that you're starting with the eye dilation so that you're just careening into the next thing while you're just like, I can't see nothing.
They don't always dilate my eyes. It just depends because my prescription hasn't changed. I'm sure. I hope this is all very interesting to all especially our younger viewers. But listen,
well, in my head, it makes sense because if your eyes are dilated and you don't like if your next thing is like you get blood drawn, you're like, but I don't want to see that, so I'm just gonna get the eyes dilated first, so I can't see them drawing my blood second.
You can't see when your eyes are dilated. You can't see up close, right?
Yeah, you can't see anything,
I just assumed that like they were like putting the drops in to dilate Danny's eyes, and they put in the second one. He's like, "Oh crap! I chose a 3D movie." So
I would never. Once they develop technology for the movie to be 3D without me having to wear an additional pair of glasses on top,
that would be nice. Yeah,
then
exactly.
Then I'll be all on board.
I mean, why couldn't they just put clip-ons? They should totally be able to make clip-ons for you because it's just another.
We have the clip-on technology. I mean,
we have the clip-on technology. We've had it for years.
Those cool sunglasses from the 80s and 90s that just like go right on top of your glasses.
Yep. And that's right. They were cool. And I'll die on that hill.
Yeah. Can we get James Cameron on this? I feel like he makes things happen. So we will talk about Supergirl eventually. Not today. We will talk at a later date. We did just talk about last week the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
And part of our discussion will be, should we have reread the book before the movie? So stay tuned for that. But in the meanwhile, today we're just gonna go through. There's a lot of news out there. Jeff made a big list, and I had one thing that I really wanted to talk about. And then we'll ask Josh about what comics he's been reading since I actually have been reading. We have to keep him accountable.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, but starting off with, I think the biggest news, and I'm gonna need you guys to help me out with your geek knowledge. Could this be one of the, if not the fastest, that a comic book has been adapted to an animated medium? Because Absolute Batman is getting an animated adaptation, the comic book from Nick Dragotta and Scott Snyder from the Absolute DC line that kicked off the Absolute Universe, which only came out a couple years ago. Like it had to be what 2020?
No more than 2. I feel like
2024 for sure. I think. Let's see.
I mean, we're over. What issue are we on now? 20 something.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, came out in 2024 in October of 2024. So it hasn't even been a whole 2 years of this. I did post about it on some Discords that I'm part of, where people just talk about nerdy stuff. And somebody, I believe KK, shout out if you're watching. If not, what the hell, man? So yeah, KK said that from Action Comics to the first animated Superman was about 3 years from when the comic came out to when the animation came out.
I think it was faster than that. I feel like it was within a year. Hang on.
Is that the what's his name?
The Fleischer
The
shorts,
Fleischer stuff?
Yeah.
Or were there stuff before Fleischer?
Right. Action Comics 1 was published in June 38. And the Fleischer Superman, it was right around 2 years.
Okay. So I think so, but this is, I mean,
Suck
this
it,
is
Batman.
Close. Yeah, suck it, Batman. You know what?
Oh well, wait, hang on. I could be wrong. It looks like it came out in 41, so that was 3 years. KK's right. I'm wrong.
So
suck it in a good way, Batman.
That's the title of this episode now. So
hey,
we'll see how long this takes, because animation does take time, and we don't know how long they've been working on this or not. So this could be the fastest.
That's the what I will say. That's the one thing about big announcements. Now that I am past 50, like I'm just like, am I gonna live long enough to see it? Like I want to get excited, but let me see a trailer. Then give me like, I'm like that's when I get excited. Announcements don't really do like that. Sounds neat, but wait, what, am I gonna live long enough to see it?
In this economy, probably not.
In this economy, yeah. I'm like, not that I'm in any imminent like immediate danger or anything like that. You know, we started off talking about Danny going to the doctor. I'm only a little bit over my annual checkup, so like nothing is coming my way that I know of. But also, do I have 5 years to wait around for them to animate this thing? I don't know.
Get to it, Scott. Yeah, because he's the one doing all this, right?
Well, or Jeff, do your hopes increase when I tell you that it's actually a webcomic? Or no, I'm sorry. God damn it, turn it up.
No, I'm heading out to traffic. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, if it's a motion comic, I'm back in, because I love those awkward, you know,
the transitions,
the weird transitions.
There is
so much easier with AI now.
There's probably no better voice acting in an emotion comic than the Russian Batman from from Red Sun.
Oh,
go find! Oh my God, go find those clips.
Okay,
they are. He's like, the reader is so funny putting on this like Russian accent. Like everyone has a little bit of a Russian accent, but I feel like with Batman, they took it a little bit over the top, because he's wearing the little hat, right?
Yeah,
which is how you make a character. It's how you make a character Russian when he's already covered from head to toe in other stuff.
Yeah, you just put the
God, dude. All right, I'm bookmarking this, but just even watching like just, you know, screen clips in the search results. God, I hate motion comics with like every fiber of my being.
I really like that one though. I think I don't know, that one works. There was a few that they had on like it was like a Warner Brothers offshoot channel, WB Connection or something, where they had a bunch of a few of them for free. I think you could even watch the Watchmen one.
That sounds right. Yeah.
But
now I do love all those old Marvel cartoons where they did it was like preschool motion comics, where they just edited the thing and looking like it.
I do like those, because those were never meant to be good, and I feel like they knew that.
Yeah. And so, the reason I love watching comic book trailers is because they kind of have to they try to bridge that gap between like, well, there has got to be a little bit of motion in this like trailer. Right.
Just doing Ken Burns zoom on this page.
Right.
I would really love to get like a Ken Burns style like clip of a motion comic. That'd be great. You get that Civil War music in the background. Dear Martha, why did you say that name?
If I could do a Ken Burns, like,
yeah,
they should do it like PBS should do what should Ken Burns' next documentary be about, like an open poll. But I would love to see a Ken Burns Fire Fest, like something a bit more modern. Just with that Ken Burns flair.
That's awesome.
It's like you hear the letter. Dear Father, I'm writing to you from the summer of 2008 as the New Warriors launch a new reality TV show, but things have gone awry.
Dearest Riley, these cheese sandwiches are terrible.
If I could just hear Morgan Freeman talk about bread sandwiches.
They were in. If they thought they were getting a full course meal, they were in for a surprise. Hey, Ken Burns, I'm available for voice acting.
Yeah. Hire this man.
This is now my audition tape. I can only do short spurts though, so I don't want a big role.
Yeah.
The short spurts.
Back to Absolute Batman news real quick. We'll try to keep this train moving. So this all got announced at the Annecy International Film Festival on Thursday, which was hosted by WB, and Sam Register was there, Peter Safran, James Gunn. Like, they announced all of these projects. They announced 3 animation series. 2 of them are, well, I guess 2 are more adult, and one of them is like a kids focused project about Crypto the Superdog, who is having a moment right now as he makes his second appearance in theaters. And that's not a spoiler; it's on the trailers. And if you didn't think Crypto was going to be in the movie, you'd be wrong. But we do have Scott Snyder will serve as executive producer and showrunner, while artist Nick Dragotta will be producer, of course, on this new animated show. They are both they're both the co-creators of Absolute Batman. Now, what I'm also intrigued is that this is going to be a full CG show, which is interesting because I think that look at Josh's face. That can be a very divisive medium, but through the design of Nick Dragotta's designs can lend themselves to maybe that style more. There's an anime that now it's very anime, right? And Nick Dragotta's style is very anime inspired.
Yeah.
And there are anime that now are using CG and traditional animation in a very cool mix. So yeah, I'm interested, but Josh obviously doesn't like it. Jeff, I don't know how you feel about it.
I'd have to see it. It sounds like I'm more wincy with Josh whenever there's like this kind of, we're trying to CGI stuff. Whenever you watch like Justice League Unlimited and you see the CGI parts in there when it's like a ship flying or something, it always looks so jarringly awkward to me. And that's maybe it's because it's a mix of hand drawn and CGI.
And it was also 20 years ago. So like,
and it was also 20 years ago. I guess it depends on what you're showing me, because I can see a world where it works, but I also feel like if you're basing the art off of Nick Dragotta, that lends its hand to free drawn kind of stuff, and it feels like you could really push it with. But I mean,
now I want like Toy Story 1 1995 CGI style animation.
The bad guys just Sid, but like Toy Story 1 Sid.
I'm interested because like this comic isn't too far out right now. Like, it is about in the 20s. Yeah. And we don't have we have pretty much 3 full arcs completed. And I would say those first 3 arcs could make for a pretty exciting season 1 of this show. But then what happens when we get to like, one of the problems that anime has had in the past is that they run out of manga to get story from.
Right. The Game of Thrones problem.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. They used to do filler manga arcs because anime would go year round, but they don't do that anymore. Now they do like they'll wait a couple of years to do the next thing.
Well, and it's also kind of apples and oranges, because the manga publication schedule is still way faster than American publication schedule, right? I mean, they're doing usually weekly installments, This is monthly. Yeah, I'm also kind of worried about another.
Well, did they say how many episodes they were going to do? Because sometimes these things are like
it's probably too
it might
early.
just be like 8 episodes, so it probably might only be like
we'll try to
the
get
British
Scott
model.
Yeah. A lot of
on the show before then.
Because I just feel like that's what they don't produce 42 episodes of animation anymore. And nobody does that.
Right.
So and it is just like 12 max maybe.
Yeah, even X-Men 97 was only like 12, 13, I think, for the first season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not, which even that I felt was kind of longer than usual. I mean,
and yeah,
what are Invincible seasons?
Invincible seasons are 8, but they're an hour long, so like double what,
so
double or triple if you count them as 22 minutes. Yeah, so it's interesting. But even with the stuff like X-Men 97, those episodes are dense. Like they are condensing almost full arcs into a couple of episodes. And it's where I think it works because they have so much to pull from.
Right.
With Batman, they don't have that luxury, right? Like I said, there's only 20. I mean, in 3 years, I guess in 3 years we could be all the way to like 50 or 60. Please.
Well, and I'm sure he knows where he's going with it. Scott Snyder does.
True.
So
that's true.
Yeah, true.
He did say he has about 50 in his head, like when he started this thing. Like if they made it that far.
But but here's also the thing. If it was traditional hand-drawn animation, that there would be a longer delay. If it's CGI, once you get those models set up, the animation I feel like goes a lot faster.
Animators are gonna get him in the chat. Get him.
Yeah, someone's gonna get me in the chat. But I mean, it just traditional hand-drawn animation traditionally takes a really long time. So
I want them to do the Akira style animation where it's like millions of like dots. I want every window hand painted.
Who's the horror manga guy now everyone's into that had that Adult Swim?
Junji Ito.
Junji Ito, yeah, and the way they captured his style in animation, like that must have taken forever. So.
Well, in the first episode, and it was nice. The rest of the episode, they did not. It feels like they used up the budget, or they got canceled or defunded. Something happened with the production because the first episode is like, oh my god, this is straight out of the manga, and then you get to the rest of the episodes and like, bro, what happened? And I don't blame the animation. I know there was something that happened. I don't remember exactly all the details, but man, oh man, it was crazy. Yeah, that was. You should check it out. I think it's on HBO. If you have it, just watch
it is
the first couple of episodes.
I've only seen the first one, so
okay. Yeah, you watched the good one.
Yeah, so
what would upset the bros more if when we got our first look at this and it's absolute Batman, but it's in the animation style of like Cuphead, Betty Boop, where everybody's just kind of bouncing like this?
Oh, instant
if
fan. I would give me some rubber hose, absolute Batman. That'd be great.
Or if it was like Steven Universe, where it was like big eyes and everybody was like super cartoony, and
or the inverse. The first clip, it looks identical to the comic, and then Batman speaks and it's Gilbert Gottfried.
How can we ruin absolute Batman for everybody?
Well, I think the upsetting part would be that you would have to do Gilbert Gottfried via AI, so which we'll touch on later on in this episode.
Yeah, I was gonna say
exactly that,
but, segue.
Well, I did want to segue, but I do have more to talk about here.
Okay,
they also announced that Jim.
You got too good at segues. Too good at segues.
I know. Bring that up again later. Bring up Gilbert Gottfried later. Jim Craig will be doing also Joker: Laugh Riot, which will be directed by Yashiro Aoki, who is one of the animators on Chow in that Lord of the Rings film, The War for the Rohirrim. I don't know if you guys ever caught that a couple years ago. I think it was a couple years ago. First of all, you should. If you're a Lord of the Rings fan at all, like I think, I don't know much, but I know after that movie that it is that it's a pivotal battle in the lore of the World of the Ring, the Lord of the Rings, uh, in which it'll follow Joker, who faces an existential crisis when arch enemy Batman is killed. So if you remember, I think there was a comic by Matthew Rosenberg, which was like one of those nightmare comics where Batman just slips and dies and breaks his neck. And then the Joker, like, he loses his zest for life. And then I think the punchline was not, well, I guess pun a little intended, was that he ends up taking a job at the DMV because he just wants, because that's the place where he can inflict the most misery.
That's brilliant.
So,
Actually, now I've never heard of that. I want to go back and read it.
I need to find it now.
I'll try to find that exactly, because Matthew Rosenberg did a Joker series. I don't know if it's from that or if it's just from like one of those Night Terrors or something like that. Apparently, I've read a lot of comics, so and they all get all jumbled up in my head. The last thing we'll talk about it real quick is the CH Grimvault. It's an untitled crypto project where it's just like follows crypto around, but this is definitely more geared towards kids. So
unless it's based off that Ryan North book.
Oh yeah, that sad Ryan North book.
Yeah.
And then they also showed upcoming footage for Creature Commandos, which is getting another season. Batman Cape Crusader, which is also getting another season coming to Prime very quickly. My Adventures with Superman, which is currently going on. Mr. Miracle, which is still happening. DC Superpowers and Starfire. So yeah, still a lot of, man, so much. I think DC has always been like spot on with animation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like anything that they've done, even that Green Lantern show that was on Cartoon Network that was CGI. I didn't watch it right away because it did turn me off. But eventually I did.
It's good. It's really good.
It is. It's cool lore. They introduce all the rainbow spectrum comes into place. It pulls from all that stuff. I feel like that's probably the strongest era of Green Lantern. Yeah. Regardless of who was involved behind creatively, unfortunately. So, but Jeff, do you have a favorite like DC animated project that you can think of?
I really like Doom is one of my favorite animated films, which is kind of adapted.
The Tower of Babel.
Tower of Babel adaptation.
Yeah.
And that's probably my favorite one. I also like Crisis on Two Earths, based off the Frank Quietly.
Crisis on Earth 2 or 3? The Morrison, where they face
the Morrison.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's really good too.
Those two are probably my favorite. And then the Justice League Unlimited, both seasons, the season 1 and 2 are just the way that they pull from the original series, and then they just keep going. They're pulling from Superman. Like I had not seen. I actually started with Justice League Unlimited, and then backtracked to Justice League.
Oh, really? You went back. You went back.
Yeah, I went back, and then I'd seen like a lot of, Batman and Superman the animated series, but because they were pulling mostly from Superman, I had to go back and watch some of those because it'd been forever since I'd seen some of those.
Yeah, those are Justice League Animated is probably for me the peak of it all. Like it's so good, especially because after I watched that. The first time I watched it was before I was really into comics, and then I got into comics and I read a lot of the storylines and I read a lot of those things, and then I would rewatch the series every once in a while. I'll rewatch that series. And coming back to it and being like, oh shit, this is from this comic that I read. Like once all those things, and then the fact that it's so well adapted, like they did such a good job breaking things up into like 3 or 4 episode arcs every season.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But every season also had like a layer underneath building up to like their finale arc.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And there'd be episodes where you slowly saw them turning Superman, not necessarily bad, but adversarial against Lex Luthor. And it was just kind of like making the Justice League look bad over and over and over, and
Yeah.
the
Yeah, like
machinations of Amanda
Jamal,
Waller
right?
behind the thing. Yeah, it was such a good. But they,
And
yeah, like
then
you said, they've always had good stuff. Like Teen Titans was always really good.
I
I
love
love Teen Titans Go too, even though it's a very hot topic cartoon for a lot of people.
that
The
one. That
Young
one's
Justice
definitely
cartoons.
Teen Titans. Definitely do the original Teen Titans definitely due for a rewatch on my end.
Yeah.
So it's very, I don't know. I'm pretty excited. I feel like DC, regardless of what's going on in the movie world, which we'll talk about more probably when we discuss Supergirl fully. Uh, it's very exciting. And if you are watching this and you're watching this on Saturday morning, uh, I will tell you the Alamo Draft House in Irving in Las Colinas will have a little special event for Supergirl in the afternoon where they'll have like cosplayers and stuff, just
Oh,
hanging
cool.
out. Yeah. I was thinking I'm gonna try to stop by on my way home, even though I've already seen the film. I think
It's
you could just probably go into the bar
the
area.
lobby.
Yeah, which is
It's good to
interesting. Like
see.
go ahead, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say it's good to see an Alamo Draft House still trying out there.
They have to, but man, they really took a hit with those phones. Like they took away the. I feel like that was the one thing that it was like. Well, at least they don't do phones. Like maybe
Yeah,
the food decline in quality, but they still don't do phones.
and then
I
they
did see.
switched.
Well, a quick I'll do a quick tangent while we get for just because I want to talk about one more animation thing before we get into all your and into Jeff's list of grievances. Uh,
My soapbox.
yeah, I did see that. I don't know if you are familiar with Hop Dotty, the burger place.
Uh,
I saw
yeah.
that it was bought out by like some kind of like food venture group from New York, and I
Oh,
was
was
like,
it?
oh
Oh.
no, well, I should go before they ruin it.
It's always like I drive past Whataburgers now. Like I used to eat Whataburger all the time, and now that like they're just the quality because they got bought out by some hedge fund whatever, and
Yeah,
it ruins everything. Like it just ruins everything. They ruin everything.
the fact that when they try to standardize things is what ruins things, because the reason that I like this is a weird example, but when Hooters was independently owned, there were good Hooters and bad Hooters. There was a good there was Hooters that had a really good kitchen staff and they had really delicious food. And there was other Hooters that you probably just go because that's kind of the area that you were on or whatever, or maybe they had maybe
Yeah.
that's your preferred staff or whatever. So
Oh,
Josh,
Josh is back. We were just talking about Hooters.
yeah, we're talking
Oh,
about Hooters
okay.
now.
Years of experience.
We were talking about Hop Dotty, the burger place just got bought out by some kind of venture capital group from New York. They own restaurants, but it's still like, yeah. So we were making time because I wanted Josh here for the next news.
Sorry.
This is very exciting stuff. Maybe the coolest news. I don't know if it's the most important news, but definitely the coolest for me. Genndy Tartakovsky is set to do a Conan the Barbarian series for Cartoon Network and Prime Video. Now, if you don't know Genndy Tartakovsky, first of all, shame on you. But we're here to tell you
Prime Video and which network?
Cartoon Network. And Prime
Cartoon
Video.
Network.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that it will be like one of those things that airs in Cartoon Network night of, and then they have it up maybe once the season's over, it'll go on Prime.
Right.
Yeah, this is very exciting because if you like the original Clone Wars, and I'm talking about the OG, not canon anymore, Clone Wars with the best General Grievous. If you like Samurai Jack, if you like Primal, those are the most recent examples. But is there any more?
The most recent. I mean, you've also got. I just blanked on it. His first thing was Boy Genius. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Dexter's Lab.
Dexter's Lab. Thank you.
Oh, Dexter's Lab.
That's right.
I could hear the voice. I just couldn't.
The cool thing is that Tartakovsky said, "I've been trying to develop Conan since 2008, but the world was not ready." But I think because of his work on both things like Samurai Jack and Primal, I think if you take little parts of both of those, you kind of get a Conan story.
Yeah,
Right?
totally. Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But Josh, as the Conan head on here, what would you like to see on this show? What would you like Tartakovsky to?
Yeah, I'm really interested. I'm assuming Heroic Signatures is going to be behind it since they control the license now of all of the Howard stuff. You know, they also do the comic. I wasn't just reading it before we started. No. And and so I'm assuming they're going to have a big hand in it, which if they do, they've been really good about managing the properties, particularly pulling from the original stories. So I would just like to see, I think, a Conan that, like the original stories and sort of like Jim Zub's comic, jumps from period to period in his life, right? So like, are we going to get like a story arc where he is young, you know, sort of like during the Frost Giant's daughter, and then are we going to get a next story where he's older as a king of Aquilonia? You know, like, are we going to get all that, or is it just going to be this like one story of him at one moment in time? I feel like all we've seen is that shot. So
Interesting. Now, I did read somewhere that Arnie has been working out to maybe do like a King Conan.
Confirm that, I believe.
Yeah. So that
I think it's been confirmed that they are making a King Conan movie.
Let's give Jason Momoa another shot at it. He's grown. He's grown as an actor
again.
Conan on Infinite Earths. We get both him and Jason. We get Jason and Arnie in the film. Like
it would be kind of cool to do it where Schwarzenegger is the main character, but there's flashbacks, and in the flashbacks, the younger Conan's played by Momoa. That'd be kind of fun.
Oh yeah, that one.
Or Michael Cera.
That's how he remembers himself. Can you imagine? Yeah, when I was younger, and in your head you look like Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
I want to see where King Conan has he has a kid, and it's Michael Cera, and it's just like he has to like deal with his Michael Cera kid. And the sword looks really sharp.
I'm just having flashbacks to Austin Powers when Dr. Evil's kid is Seth Green.
Well,
I'm pretty hyped for this though. Very excited. I mean it. I love Tartakovsky. I feel like, you know, he's gonna do a good job. Yeah. I'm kind of hoping, like with Jim Zub, they explore other areas of the Conan story. So
it reads like he's really been thinking about this, but also like he's a big fan. So I think, like you, most Conan fans like Conan of all ages and sizes. So that might be a fun thing to explore.
Yeah.
You know, and if they can't get Jason Momoa to do young Arnie, I just hope that they don't use AI. Speaking of AI, Jeff, do you want to tell us about the next thing?
Gilbert Gottfried. I was supposed to bring it back up.
Nailed it.
Sure.
I do love a segue where like I come up with the perfect segue and one of you guys just ruins it.
That's our role. I thought that's why you brought us on.
Yeah. There are a whole handful of news stories that I came across this week, and once I found out that we were not going to be able to talk about Supergirl today, I flooded the doc with all these stories.
If you look at the notes, every single sentence there has AI in it, has a combination of words, which is scary.
Yeah,
you just have to look for it, but it's there. So let's go through it.
So our first story is the new partnership between A24 and Google DeepMind. Yeah, so AI A24 used to be AI24. A24 used to be, the new hollowed ground for little. I would call them indie films, but I
Yeah,
mean
right.
that's as close as we get to them nowadays. And in this article that I found, it is a Deadline article. So they announced that they were partnering with DeepMind, Google's AI, whatever, but they didn't really get into specifics. So there was a big backlash, and they came out later and they were like, "Hey, look, it's the Black Widow way of thinking from Civil War. We'd rather have a hand on the steering wheel, since it's something that's definitely going to happen no matter what. We'd rather be there trying to help make decisions for the studios, as opposed to just being dictated on how these tools get created and whatnot."
Sorry, just on like when people talk about the inevitability of AI,
yeah,
that's just dumb. Like it's not inevitable. You could just stop. Like
you just choose
exactly.
You could choose not to use it. You could choose not to use it for the arts. Use it in other stuff. It works in other stuff, but leave the arts the fuck alone. Sorry, Jeff. Continue.
No, I'm
Yeah.
with Danny on this one.
Yeah, because if I were A24, I'd be like, I don't know, use it for spell check. Like that's I don't understand what else you use it for. Syntax. Yeah, it's for me. It should have never gotten beyond Clippy. Like word Clippy. Like that was good enough. It was annoying, but he did help out on occasions. He, what I am trying to write a letter. Clippy, thanks for helping.
Ken Burns, it looked like you're trying to write a letter.
Yeah. And so I feel like there is just, and I also understand that this is the world we live in where dumb CEOs can't help themselves, but they see the shiny thing that they think is a tool where they can lay off a bunch of people and keep the money for themselves or whatever. It's never going to be that. I don't think we're ever going to reach the singularity with AI. And if we do, we're still like 150 years away from it or something like that. Yeah. So they definitely jumped the gun. I'm a little afraid for when this bubble kind of slowly deflates over the next 20 years. But yeah, I agree with Danny. You could just choose not to. You could just, I think Disney, I didn't put this in the thing, but Disney just broke off a partnership with Google AI because they were just like, yeah, it's okay.
I remember that.
Now, they may be trying to get into it themselves because they're Disney, but
Microsoft.
But I think I also think a lot of the thing with these companies, these entertainment companies, is like, we don't want to necessarily share our IP. We don't want to use ourselves to train your AI, because then your AI is just going to be copying our stuff. So it's a weird.
But I feel like they missed an opportunity for the exact inverse of that, which is coming out and declaring we will never allow AI. And then as directors and creators jump ship from the big studios that are embracing it, where are they going to go? A24. Like, I mean, like, I feel like there was an opportunity there that they fucked up. So
yeah, A24 is like, was like the cool studio where we're like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like artisanal, like, and they have over the past few years, they have started doing like bigger budget films. So like, there's definitely growth and improvement, and this just feels like a step where I'm like, what are you doing here? What? It's like all those companies that made their employees use AI, and then they're like, oh shit, we ran out of tokens, and now we're in debt for like millions of dollars.
Right. Yeah. Or there was a news report I saw the other day about how some companies that laid off a bunch of people because they thought they could use AI for it are now trying to hire those positions back because AI can't do it. It's like
I feel like that's in what is, and we are way off our nerd topic here, but if you're looking to make money, then I would get into like like a consultant firm or something like that, because those are the people that are going to swoop in and be like, you need coders to come in and do that, and they're going to charge double. And then because I don't know, coding is going to be a crazy thing.
When we were trying to be consultants for HBO, because we had the great idea of like change it to Max, bring the Max back, drop the
Yeah.
HBO. Like just we could have came up with all that ourselves and
Yeah,
charged millions
totally.
of dollars.
And then we also could have suggested backtracking and re-adding HBO.
That's right.
Think of all the millions we'd be swimming in right now.
Mm-hmm. So,
let's stay on the AI train. You want to stay
more
on the AI
AI
train? Let's talk about more disappointing companies moving towards AI. Hasbro, everybody's favorite toy company, Hasbro.
Oh, here, hold on. Let me do one for the clips. Are your kids safe from AI? Find out at 11. And well, actually, find out at 10:41. Jeff.
This just in. Hasbro bought Peppa Pig, everybody's favorite pig, behind this piggy a few years ago.
Is it our favorite pig?
They don't know, not anymore. So they have obviously the Peppa Pig cartoon. All the voice actors for that cartoon are kids. Their contracts are coming up, and in the new contracts, they want them to be able to sign their voices over so that they can use those voices. They can AI those voices, I guess, into perpetuity, which sounds terrible. The article that I pulled up or whatever that I found kind of mentions like, well, they can use it for licensing and commercials or whatever, whatever. I'm like, but I also think it's like you take, obviously those kids can't keep their voices kid friendly.
They're going to hit puberty.
You're going to hit puberty or whatever. But going forward, like, I just imagine when you try to reboot Peppa Pig 25 years from now or whatever, like, you want a different spin on it. Like, you don't want those same voices. You want a new person to come in and give it a modern feel to whatever you're doing then. So why would you even put yourself in that corner where you're just going to go to the files and just be like, this is what Peppa Pig sounds like forever? Now, saying that, I thought to myself, what iconic cartoon or characters out there would I be as an old man grumpy about hearing that they've been replaced? Because the first time you tell me that you're replacing James Earl Jones's voice as Darth Vader with like somebody else, I'm going to be like, oh, I don't know about that.
Gilbert Gottfried is Darth Vader. God.
Yeah, that's a twofer. So I have to, like, it's one of those things where I'm like, it's for the betterment of all of humanity. They should not do this, but also like I should be okay with them not doing it also, because I'm like, I have a hard time not hearing Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime, and he's been replaced as Optimus multiple times. But every time I don't hear Peter Cullen as Optimus, I'm just like, that's not a good Optimus.
Well, okay, but
it was annoying. It was annoying sitting next to Jeff when we were watching
Danny.
Transformers movie. Like, sorry, go ahead.
It's there exists an example of exactly this situation that turned out fine, and it's called Peanuts. How many Peanuts and Charlie Brown specials over multiple decades cast different kids in those roles, and they sound almost identical. I mean, you'd have to
that's
really true. And so I feel like this is again just I feel like many of these studio execs are just have such a hard on for wanting to control this talent and these abilities, so that they in their brains are thinking, just like how many studio execs step in and ruin shit, right? Thinking back to like whoever that one producer was who kept insisting there be a giant spider in the Superman movie, and they Wild Wild West, right? They think once we have it in AI, I as an exec can just go in and type in a prompt to make a script and get that voice, and I'll control it, right? Like this is what bothers me. It's like their role is to help sponsor creative people making shit. And instead, the middlemen they want to cut out are the creative people. So, anyway, rant over. Sorry.
No, yeah, that's true. I mean, how many different voices has Bugs Bunny had, right? Like, and yeah, there's a transition
Honestly,
period.
I feel like only two or three.
Well, and this is a big debate over Kermit too. Like Kermit the Frog is another voice that people get really, personal about.
But a good voice performer will be able to capture what made those voices special, and then make it kind of their own, right?
Yeah. Ultimately, that's where we should be landing, and that's why Hasbro should not be AI-ing voices. And as an actor, you should probably solidarity among actors. Don't sign the contract, and pray that nobody else does, because you shouldn't be. If you are you should be looking up for your creative partners, like your peers and the peers that you don't like, the people down the road that you'll never meet. Don't screw them over because you signed a thing. Michael Caine.
So before we get into that, the verdict is your kids are not safe from AI. They want to take their voices.
They want to take your voices.
All right. So what did Michael Caine do?
And this is the other thing, because this pivots nicely. Michael Caine has signed his voice over to AI and you'll be able to hear this right away, because I think it's going to be on. He's AI. Michael Caine is reading The Odyssey right just before the movie comes out. So it's like some kind of, I don't know if it's, I mean, The Odyssey is The Odyssey, so I don't know if it's necessarily tethered to the movie, but
I heard a clip of this.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Performance. It's very wooden, which makes sense because it's just AI, right?
Because it's a horse.
It's a horse.
Touche. That is damn.
Spoilers for the Odyssey movie.
Wooden whores.
Wooden horse left behind. People wonder what's going on. More at 11.
I would have had. Oh, go ahead, Gosh. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, instead of Michael Caine, let's get Danny DeVito. So it's wooden horse.
Well, I was gonna say, I feel like Michael Caine's one of those people that people have impressions of Michael Caine. Like everybody does. A lot of people have a Michael Caine. I would have preferred it if they just invited a whole bunch of people to do their best Michael Caine reading The Odyssey. That would have been 10 times more fun than AI Michael Caine.
That's just a prompt problem. The prompt should have been use the Michael Caine voice to narrate The Odyssey imitating Michael Caine. Then we would have had a total Inception moment, right? Where Michael Caine's imitating Michael Caine. Beautiful.
In fact, if somebody out there in Hollywood watches this and you have Hollywood friends, get them to do their best Michael Caine, put it on TikTok, on Instagram, or whatever. Have them read The Odyssey just to counterbalance this AI Michael Caine, because I think that would be fantastic.
This is where we need Gal Gadot and her friends to, instead of singing Imagine, they just do Michael Caine impressions.
Michael Caine impressions.
That is perfect. I love it. I love everything about this.
Also, as someone who recently tried to listen to the audiobook of the Iliad and the Odyssey, it's kind of a boring book. So I imagine an AI read of it is probably even more boring. So instead, read this. Madeline Miller's Circe.
There you go.
Which will fill you in on most of the Odyssey and more through the eyes of Circe. And it's a very well performed audiobook as well. So no AI here.
No AI here.
All right. And our last AI story, it's only AI because ain't nobody taking nobody's BS. Jeff?
I did find this interesting as well. And I'm interested to get your opinion on this. Speaking of the Odyssey, I even put them in order where they all link up together. Christopher Nolan and the Odyssey, they're not doing screenings for influencers. There's no influencer screenings. They're just going straight to critics. So normally studios do Instagram, TikTok screeners.
This is my impression of Christopher Nolan.
And they're like, F you guys. You're too volatile. You're too whatever. You're too unprofessional. Get it together. You're not invited.
I am increasingly turning in to Christopher Nolan. I'm realizing, you know what? influencing's not a thing. All right, fuck y'all. Only certified film critics are getting early screenings of this movie.
I 100% agree with this move. I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I do not give me. Now, I like.
In the foot though.
Well, I like some influencers. There's some influencers out there, and some of them entertain me, and some of them, it's like dragging hot coals across my eyes to see them, and hear them and stuff. And sometimes I'll hate watch a few of them, but they are film discussion has gone off the rails, especially in this time of like, you don't even know who's a bot and who's real anymore. Like, I saw some clip the other day that said that bot action is like the internet's filled with more bots than it is humans. Like the scales have tipped finally. And I don't know if that's true or not. The thing said he was from CNET, so
let's cancel the internet and start over.
Yeah, dead internet theory.
Start fresh.
Yeah, but I feel like we need that. We need our Siskel and Ebert back. We need somebody who is going to be like, this is not necessarily the end all be all of the what you should think, but it's a definitive point for which you can start your conversation about whether they're right or they're wrong. But when there's so many, like, I put what's her name, Grace
Randolph.
Grace Randolphs. When there's so many Grace Randolphs out there, and they all know that being as clickbaity as possible is the thing that's going to get you clicks. Right. So, I mean, we're seeing that with Supergirl right now, where people are very polarized. We saw it with Masters of the Universe. People are very polarized, and I'm just like,
we should go check out that. See if they've made a video. That person that made the Masters of the Universe video.
Yeah,
maybe they already have something for the. Maybe they already have something for the Odyssey, even though it's not
for
out.
Yeah.
How many influencers on each other's shoulders wearing a trench coat does it take to sneak into a Christopher Nolan screening?
I do think that they should do influencer screenings, but make them really dumbed down, or
show them Jason and the Argonauts and see if they can tell that's literally what I was just thinking. I was about to say the exact same thing. Exactly. Yeah, perfect. And it's like the kids that I'm really dating myself here. The kids that used to only read like the Cliff Notes or watch the movie version of the novel they're supposed to read for class are like, yeah, I don't get this whole Odyssey thing. I mean, first off, why is Jason trying to find this like golden fleece, man? I don't get it.
When Brad Pitt, when Achilles shows up. Oh God, yeah. Well, I guess I'll have to sign up for the DFW Critics Association so I can get on Nolan's good side.
Do it.
They require, so I have looked into it, but they require written critic review, written reviews, and I don't have a published website because I have more than enough reviews to at least get them to look at it. But I'm not a good writer. So,
well, hear me out. Just take your video review, dump it into AI, and say, turn this into a written review.
Just transcribe.
Well, see, that's why I'm like, this is where the AI tools should come into play. So you should be able to,
right? Yeah.
And again, they are out there now. You don't need new AI developed. Like, you could just dump your video into a thing. It's a transcribe. Just transcribe it and then
take my words,
clean it up.
Take my words and put them on a website.
Hang on. Sorry. Can you guys hear that? My neighbor's mowing right outside my window.
Can't hear it. Good. Great. Excellent. Great noise canceling technology.
Microphone.
All right. I think we have one more thing that Jeff wants to talk about, but I want to save that till the end.
I would say this one to the end because it's a trailer, and
so we get dropped and we don't have to end the episode. So let's do a little bit. I think that's all the news we have, unless anybody out there has anything else that they've seen or want to talk about. Okay. I do want to catch up a little bit with some of Josh's comics Jeff and I do a Sunday show where we talk about our comics on a weekly basis. But I want to know.
By the way, this week is great. This week,
Bruh.
I'm still halfway through my comics. So I need that second half. But everything I've read so far this week,
it makes it
Josh,
so hard to pick a. Oh, I did have one more thing. I'll get to a big one since we're transitioning into comics.
I'm gonna yell at Josh while he's in his room. But I just thought of him as I was reading this week's Flash. Have you read this week's Flash yet?
No, it's in my. So I have organized my giant stack of comics because when I opened, I keep them in my closet over here. When I opened it the other day, there was a stack tall enough to basically fill a comic box. So I had to buy a new comic box. So I spent the other day sorting all these so I can file them away, but I'm trying to read my current unread stack so I can fit them in to all this. So anyway,
before we get into your comics, Josh, real quick, I want to ask you guys because y'all may know more about this. There's a comic coming out next week that is The Last Starfighter.
Yeah.
But I don't know much about The Last Starfighter. I never saw. I think it was a movie, right?
Yeah, dude, go. There's only one movie.
Okay.
For years they wanted a sequel.
They did.
What
can y'all tell me about The Last Starfighter before I read this
great. I'm not sure about the comic, but
it's so he's a little kid, lives in a small town. He's like a teenager that lives in a small town.
He's a small town girl.
He's a small town girl.
So from what I read on the first page, he plays a video game and then he wins, and that's how he gets recruited.
Yeah.
So there's a stand-up arcade game in the town. They only have one video game. He's really good at it. He wins. He gets the top score, but it's like a secret test for this interstellar war. So one of the alien species is like, you're really good at playing this game. You would be a great starfighter. They come down and recruit him to go and fight in their intergalactic battle.
Cool. Sounds a lot like
meets an alien.
I keep seeing the TikTok keeps showing me that Ender's Game, the last scene of it, where it's like where he finds out what the game was really about. Have you guys seen Ender's Game or no?
I've not seen anything.
Oh, interesting. Well, it's similar premise where the whole movie is like Harrison Ford and Sir Ben Kingsley are trying to train these kids in a game to prepare them for an upcoming war. What they don't know is that every time they play the game, they're actually like controlling real ships and stuff.
Oh.
And the twist is that, sorry for anybody that I'm ruining Ender's Game for. The twist is that Ender chooses to destroy this planet, which is like the most violent option, and commits a genocide unknowingly because he thought he was playing a game preparing for a future war.
Oh.
But what the adults hid from the kids was that, but for some reason, because kids are better at video games, they figured, let's use them for this. But so I started reading The Last Starfighter yesterday because we're doing a review. Well, I'm doing a review for it. It was kind of late. Otherwise, I would have asked you guys to read it. I forgot we had this. I can still send it to you if y'all want to check it out.
This question may not make sense if you haven't seen the movie, but I'm curious, is it just retelling the movie or is it a sequel?
It feels like a sequel based on the first couple of pages that I read, because the first page recaps how he became a starfighter, which I think
the character looks old on the cover, like a full-grown adult male.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Definitely
go see the movie if you've never seen it. I love the movie. I think it's great. To me, it's one of these classic examples of how richly innovative and creative the 80s were. Right? Think of just all the like really interesting things we got in the 80s in terms of movies like Back to the Future. And, there was like all this stuff, and Last Starfighter is right in there. So
it's also like one of those movies that is so early CGI, not CGI even, just computer graphics really.
Yeah.
Because they use the computer graphics that are like as in the thing. But I like that time period because you're still using practical effects, but they are kind of playing around with some of the new computer stuff. I just wanted to show Josh this. What is this? This is a whole choose your own adventure panel of 32 different options. Like it's like a 32 panel double spread page of choose your own. There's like little flashes in between each.
I love Ryan North. God, he's killing it.
Yeah,
but
so good.
this blew my mind.
Godry's he's doing such a good job of like drawing Flash too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a good place to ask Josh. What have you been reading, Josh? And then Jeff and I will tell you if we liked it or not. And then we'll maybe tell you what you're missing out on too.
Well, sorry. So I'll say this is going to be scattershot. The structure of the show. Well, the stuff I'm most behind on was the stuff I had the most of that I haven't gotten to yet. So basically, all my DC comics I'm behind on, and all my Energon universe I'm way behind on, way behind. I will say this though, I've been reading the new Zatanna series, which is great. The idea of her basically being like DC Sorcerer Supreme is really, really fun. And she's great. So I've been enjoying that.
Or something like that. She's called, right? The Prime.
Yeah, that sounds right. I'm still reading Conan. So as I was saying earlier, I
picked up that same cover. Not because I'm reading it, just because it was a really cool cover.
It's a cool cover. I'm really, really enjoying Conan. It just continues to be good. I need to read that. I have the first 2 issues of that Conan Dragon Arrow.
Oh yeah,
crossover.
Dragon Hero.
Other stuff. I did get caught up last night on Thundar.
Ooh,
that's issue 1. This was my issue 5. This book is fucking incredible. It is really good. It's actually turned, like, if you remember when the first one came out, I said it feels like this is an origin story of the 3 of them, but then it's not, because you're getting the moments of them like normally, right?
Yeah.
Of Thundar, Ukla, and what's her name?
Their names. Yeah.
Anyway, but the more you read it, the more you realize, oh, this is their origin story. There's some time travel shenanigans. It's great. Are you guys still reading this?
I was waiting for the arc. I'm waiting for the arc to finish. We should get a collected edition preview at some point, so I'm probably gonna go back, because I did really enjoy, especially after our conversation on the show. I really enjoyed that first episode. There's only so many Barbarian things that I can be reading at once, though.
I got Barbarian quota.
I get that.
Yeah, my Barbarian quota is pretty full.
Oh man, it's great. It's so good. It's so much better than it has any right to be, and it's a perfect team with Jason Aaron and Huber Bale.
Yeah, I think that's what he said.
Yeah. So there was that. Another thing I've caught up on, which also, speaking of too much Barbarian shit, Babs.
Oh,
the Black Road South. God, this.
I like that Josh's reading list is just Barbarian books.
Yeah, I know, right? Right. This is the cover of the most recent issue. This book is so good. It is genuinely hilarious. It's not, I would say, in the second story, it's not continuing a lot of, I think, the social satire the first one had that was so great. But it's just really doubling. This whole thing is basically a parody of Lord of the Rings, this storyline. But I want you to imagine, what if Lord of the Rings was written by Garth Ennis, because that's basically what this is. And you can just go from there. So
he's definitely not as religious as Tolkien was.
I'll just show you one panel to give you a sense of what it's like. Let's see if I can find it. Hang on.
I do love it. So it sounds to me like each arc may be satirizing different things.
That would make sense. Yeah.
So, which is still also a fun approach to do things.
Well, although the what I would say made the first one so great was it was basically satirizing toxic masculinity, and that's not really just like a fantasy thing. So
That's true. That's
God
true.
damn it! There's one panel I'm trying to skip into. I just want to find this. Just so yeah, here we go.
That's why I never give Josh a heads up about anything.
Yeah, I know.
I
Right,
want
right.
to see him squirm on camera.
I am definitely squirming. Let's see. It should be. Yeah, here we go. All right, ready?
What the? Is that a gimp?
I will say no more. So anyway, so that's Babs.
Come to Josh for all your gimp content.
You're welcome. Speaking of AI, I also caught up. Apparently, I'm only buying Cruel Universe now because I guess they're not doing.
There's you know what? Yeah, I think that the horror one's kind of on hold.
Yeah, like it's kind of done. So I just read this one. I just picked it up. There's also again another good AI story in here that I quite liked. So
yeah, those are so much fun. Like
they're so good. They continue to kill it. Kind of a random thing I picked up. I don't know if anyone else got this.
No. I don't even know if I'm sure they had that at my shop, but that doesn't look like something I saw.
So this is I forget who the artist is that did this. And I would look it up in the book, but the problem is you can't because the entire conceit here is this is a 1950s EC style comic. Like it never breaks from that.
Oh,
even down to the back cover is just a repurposed old ad. But what's great is this this artist basically just worked to make every story kind of like a mad parody. So you have the Pride of Frankenstein, but it really the art style is perfect, but it kind of updates everything for the 21st century.
I'm gonna have to go back and look for that.
It's awesome. It's good. It's really good. It gets a little spicy in places, which is fun. So like I like this, the parody between the novel and the movie.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So anyway, it's good. Ape.
And
then I think the very last thing I was going to point out. So my buddy Mike, who I've known since high school, has a fun side gig now where he's always been a comic collector. We worked at the comic store together back in the 90s in San Antonio. He's always been a collector, but he's really gotten back into it the past 5-6 years. And so now he does a thing where he will seek out interesting, sometimes actual key comics, and then sometimes just interesting shit. And then he will sometimes get them slabbed and graded, but then he will do these live streams on Instagram and basically put some of them up for people to buy and claim. And so
he's reselling, Josh. That's not a new job.
Yeah, true, fair. It would be to me. Let's put it that way. So he was doing this last weekend. And
I wish Josh's story was my buddy's got a really interesting, fun side gig where, listen to this, he goes to Target and takes all the Pokemon cards from the children and then he opens the boxes, makes videos, and then he sells all the cards at triple the price. It's such a fun idea.
And what makes it really great is he only does it when kids will cry.
Yes.
No, anyway. But no,
I got a friend who messed up the reflecting pool in DC, but he got paid for it by the president, and then they blamed his mess up on all these tourists. It's so cool. He's got the best gig.
Not sure how he's making money off of that one, but all right.
Well, this is unique to me. Let's put it So he was doing a live claim sale stream last weekend, and I was at my desk and I got a notification, so I just hopped on just to watch and shoot the shit with him and everyone. but I ended up claiming 4 books.
Oh,
and I want to share them with you.
Hold on, this is now a haul video, Josh. So we got to put you on the spotlight.
Oh, okay. Oh boy. One is this.
Nope. Where's Jeff? Hold on, Jeff.
Uh-oh.
There we go. There we go.
One is this, just because I really like the Joe Kubert cover.
Ooh,
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. One. I'm trying to do these in order. This one will make sense. I really wanted to see what the earliest non-mini comic He-Man was like. This is part of the 3-issue miniseries from DC.
A little more explicit of a cover than you would have thought for if you really think about it.
Well, and it's funny. I had to look it up because in the first page he references being Prince Adam, and I was like, I didn't think that existed before the Filmation cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
This came out the same year the cartoon did, so I'm wondering if Filmation sent DC like
lore?
some yeah, exactly, or something. I don't know. It was intriguing, so I picked that up. This again will make sense. I picked this up only because the back cover has a Frank Frazetta Madman pinup. And so I was like, I want that. And then this one, when Mike described the reason he was putting it up to claim, I was like, I'll take that.
Oh my goodness.
Crystar Crystal Warrior issue 8. The reason he put this up is because, do you see the skull at the bottom?
Yeah.
Danzig took this and traced it, and it became their Danzig skull logo.
Oh, really? That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's also just a kick-ass cover. I mean, it's really nice.
Very nice.
Who's the artist on that? Shit.
And now these are all also for claim here on Next Issue Podcast. So
no, they're mine. They're mine.
Next week we're gonna open Josh's cabinets behind them and start
like sneak in.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's just some random stuff I've been reading and buying.
Well, the title of this episode is not Josh Discovers Reselling.
Sad but true.
Jeff, do you have any recommendations for Josh because I have one thing that I'll send his way, and I'm sure you've seen it. Maybe you just haven't been to the shop, but I guess this is for both of you, and a little sneak peek of tomorrow's episode, which is not.
I would tell Josh to read Doom Quest if he's not reading Doom, because
another
Ryan North.
I am actually. I'm really enjoying it.
And I have a really nice black and white edition of #1 for you because I have a bunch. Also, if you want one of these Jack Kirby Doom mask,
heck yeah,
I have one for you in clay. So yeah, this second issue. I did
forget to mention. I am reading Doom Quest.
The second issue of Doom Quest was fun, but if you haven't picked this up yet,
I did see that title. Okay,
it's so good.
Is it good?
I was waiting. I've been waiting for a Wolfman. Book, and we finally got it, and it lives up to everything that I wanted in a Wolfman story. So,
do they make him look like Lon Chaney Jr.?
No. He looks exactly like Michael J. Fox. No, actually, he looks exactly like Jason Bateman. They couldn't get Michael J. Fox.
They couldn't get that. Yeah.
All right.
He might look like the kid from Teen Wolf, the MTV Teen Wolf show, though.
Oh, yeah. Tyler Hope. That's super.
I never really watched it. I just knew it was there.
Maybe it's because there is a bit of an age gap, but I definitely watched the first 2 or 3 seasons of that, and I was like, "Oh, this is good." And there's a lot of pretty people in it.
If I'd been younger, I probably would have watched it for sure. But it was just too.
Listen, one of the reasons I said I've never watched Euphoria is because I always felt I was already too old for that. and I don't want to see high school kids do whatever the heck they were doing. Josh, do you have anything that you guys have been watching, or movies or anything that you've caught since that you want to highlight since last time we saw you here too? Well, I mean, guess it's not here, but like the overall catch-ups.
Yeah, it's all kind of old stuff. So Hazel's been making her way through the Kevin Smith library, and the other night we watched Dogma, which I had not seen since it was in the theater. So I was coming at it pretty fresh, actually, which is great.
It's so good.
So good. It is really good. We are continuing our Breaking Bad watch through. So I think we're on season 3 now, and there's only 5, right? So, but almost every night we watch a Breaking Bad. I got all the way through Harley Quinn.
Nice.
And I'm kind of sad that it just kind of stops. Like, I haven't read anywhere they're making a new season.
I think they are. I think they announced a new season, didn't they?
Really?
Okay. There's one more, I think, to close things out, if I remember correct. Especially if I remember where things left off.
I do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they announced a new season.
I do love watching the opening of it, and it kind of seamlessly, it goes from the Snyder era to the Gunn era, just like you can only tell by the opening. God, that show is so good. We can never look at Brett Goldstein the same way again.
You mean you don't see him as Hercules anymore?
No, which, man, that was never realized, was it? So
yeah. When
is
will
he in
come
Doomsday?
Back? Who knows?
Is he in Doomsday?
Who knows? Who knows if that will ever come back?
Yeah, but that's nice. But that's mainly it. Just me, I don't watch things, so when I do, it's like 8 years old.
Well, if you guys need
another, been watching MASH.
Did you guys know there's a last episode of MASH, and then there's a sequel?
After
if
MASH.
You need another dinner time funny show, and you guys haven't seen Hacks?
Oh, we watched the first. We're behind by 2 seasons, so
okay,
I know
it's over now.
Yeah,
it's over now.
I know
so
it's over.
Watch it.
But yeah, we've watched the first 2. We're currently watching Scrubs because Jen and I watched the reboot, or the revival, I guess, and then now we're watching the old ones.
Okay, very nice.
So
yeah, I love Scrubs.
We do need to catch up on Hacks. I love that show.
Hacks is such a funny show. So cool. All right. Do you guys have anything else before we check out this trailer?
No, I'm so interested in this trailer.
This might be a little. You'll probably watch this before Supergirl, Josh. But I'll show you.
Okay.
I found the whole thing. I found the whole thing, Jeff. I hope we don't get kicked off for showing it. But
let's talk about it before we show it.
It's because it is very interesting. You're right.
I think it's very interesting. We were talking about selling all of Josh's stuff a la Risky Business when he's out of town. That was my transition I was gonna come up with a while back. But when I went and saw Supergirl, there's a trailer for the new In-Your-Out 2 Tom Cruise movie, Digger. I'm very curious about it. I like it when Tom Cruise works with big directors that aren't his Mission Impossible guy. I can't remember his name.
Christopher
McQuarrie. Yeah, Christopher McQuarrie. But when he works with other directors that might push Tom Cruise a little bit, because I think Tom Cruise likes an actor as director.
He likes a challenge. Yeah.
He likes a challenge. What's interesting about this trailer is the first minute and a half, 2 minutes are nothing but clips of Tom Cruise in other movies. It starts with Top Gun, and it just goes through pretty much his home filmography, little 5-6 second clips, whatever. What I find curious is when we watch it again, I'll have to take note. I didn't notice any movies with Nicole Kidman. Now that I think about it, which I think is funny. But
No Eyes Wide Shut, huh?
Nope.
All right.
No Eyes Wide Shut.
Days of Thunder?
No, what is it? Away from Far and Away? No Far and Away?
Yeah.
God, they did more movies than I remembered.
Days of Thunder. is one. I think that's where they met, was Days of Thunder. I could be wrong.
think it was Far and Away. I thought it was Far and Away because it's an Irish movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so they go through pretty much his whole filmography, and the clips kind of. I think even within the clips, like the voiceover says, it all leads up to this, and then it's like a tiny little cut trailer for Digger. But in a world, and the world that we live in now is all the studios rely heavily on IP, or what can we turn into a franchise, and so it's all about the property. It's almost never about the actor now.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting to me that this is all about the actor. They're hinging it all. They're not even Inarritu's not even like I think he's a pretty big draw of it too, but they're not even. It's kind of in tandem with Tom Cruise. They're like, Tom Cruise is doing this Inarritu movie, but it's Tom Cruise
he gets my buzz
doing
in his
this
seat
movie.
for sure. Yeah.
So I think it's really interesting.
Let's check it out. I thought it was very interesting too because I didn't know what the hell was happening.
but it's also interesting because it's like I feel the latest Spielberg movie was like, this is a Spielberg film. Don't think about it as an Avengers or whatever. Come back to the movies for the creatives. Don't come for the properties, is what they're saying.
Interesting.
All right, let's do it. I feel the need for speed. Oh wait, this is the wrong one.
So to vamp a little bit more, but oh, this is it.
Yeah. Now it is.
Oh, okay. I see.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
I feel the need for speed.
It almost looks like they're gonna miss that high five.
Do it. I will not.
But honestly, this trailer does get me hyped because I'm like, oh, he's a really good actor. He's very
apologize for what I need.
Oh, here's Far and Away.
You build me a car. Next year. You complete me. People say if you don't love America, then get the hell out. Well, I love America.
Minority Report.
There's one thing I've learned in all my years. Sometimes you gotta say, what the
Help me. Help you. Help me. Help you.
It's a fun movie.
You have to die.
Every day.
You're right, Kate?
I think I broke something. You know how you handle an actor? They whine about anything. You pull down their pants and you spank them.
Another movie.
You think I'm a hero? I am not a hero. I mean to beat you to death.
Jack Reacher.
Blood from a boot. Show you the money. Louder! Show me the money! Show that shit! Show me the money! I am gonna light this place on fire. Right! And we gotta make the best of it. Darwin, shit happens, I Ching, whatever, man.
This is it's also good at showing me how many Tom Cruise movies I have not seen.
Yeah, same.
Did you order the code red?
You're goddamn right I did.
Beautiful! You again? Wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, baby. I should have died so much.
I love this movie.
Before.
I've honestly never seen that.
Lightning doesn't strike twice in the same way. Everything you are, everything you've done has come to this. When all else fails, you hit it with the truth. You know, the hard truth. Just bang, bang, bang. Woo! Woo!
I mean,
Guy,
I totally want
the
to see the
movies,
movie.
the movies are back, guys. The movies are back.
But will we know it's a movie only if Harry Styles tells us it is a movie?
That's
Oh,
true.
he will. He'll be like, "This is it. This is what
That
we've been
is
waiting
such
for."
a weird trailer.
It's very interesting marketing for sure.
Yeah.
But I do, yeah. If I'm gonna sell you a movie, I'll sell it to you on this guy. I was gonna ask, like, we should do a show about like Tom Cruise tier list, but it sounds like you guys haven't seen enough movies with Tom Cruise in them.
Well,
We might have to do.
what it does is it does a good job of like showing you how long he's been around for, and
Yeah,
just how many.
Yeah.
Because I think we all have this idea of Tom Cruise in our head that is Tom Cruise, but when you look at when his work is shown to you over the course of like the 2 minutes, and it's just a bunch of clips, and you see that he is really funny, and he is it's Tom Cruise in my head is always action, just lately,
Right.
but you forget about all those early dramatic works and stuff like that, and he's great, and the movie going through all of those clips makes me want to watch him in an Inarritu film for sure.
here's all the
Yeah.
movies that they had. A Few Good Men, All the Right Moves, American Made, Austin Powers and Goldmember, Born on the 4th of July, Cocktail, Collateral, Color of Money, Days of Thunder, Age of Tomorrow, Eyes Wide Shut, Far and Away, Interview with a Vampire, Jack Reacher, Jerry Maguire, Last Samurai, Magnolia, Minority Report, Mission Impossible 1 through 8 or 9, however many there are, Oblivion, Man, Risky Business, Rock of Ages, Taps, Top Gun, and Top Gun Maverick, Tropic Thunder, Vanilla Sky, and War of the Worlds.
So how many of these have you not seen?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Taps. I haven't seen
I
Rock of
haven't
Ages.
seen probably about half.
Yeah,
I haven't seen. I think I've seen A Few Good Men, but it's been so. I would like to see a lot of these again too, like because I know it'd be like the first time. Josh, are you frozen or are you just holding up? Oh, okay.
No, sorry, I'm counting.
You were like this for a while.
3,
Tom Cruise
4,
broke Josh's brain.
5.
I feel like you could show me a random clip of either Vanilla Sky or Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah, we should
be
play
like, which
game.
one is which? I'm like,
you know what? We might play a game called Eyes
which
Wide
is
Shut,
which Tom
Vanilla
Cruise?
Sky.
I've only seen 11 of these.
Oh, that's crazy, Josh. Well, now I got to count for sure.
And there is definitely a point in his career where I just drop off, and it's right around Mission Impossible 2. I think the most recent of these I've seen is War of the Worlds.
I've seen 19 of these, but the Mission Impossible movies make up for a lot of it.
I've only seen 2 of them.
I've seen all of 24 of these.
Oh,
damn!
Wow, Jeff wins.
I've missed like the last couple of Mission Impossibles, like a lot of the early ones I haven't seen.
Yeah, all my stuff is
Taps, Rock of Ages.
Magnolia is a movie that I would probably not watch just because I'm not a PTA person.
I like Magnolia. I mean, it's one of those movies that I can watch like once or twice, maybe. But.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, yeah. We'll you know what? We'll put that on the deck. We definitely got to do a Tom Cruise thing, especially closer to this release. Maybe between all of us, we can tier list. I mean, Clay too. I bet Clay. Well, I don't know. I feel like Clay might have seen a lot of the older stuff, and then as soon as Scientology stuff hit, I'm like, maybe he dropped off of Tom Cruise.
It could be. Although I feel like he's seen all the MIs, right? Or no?
No, he's a Fast and Furious guy, so I don't know. I don't know how many franchises he's got in him.
That's true.
Well, great. Yeah, I think that's our show. We did it. We got to the end.
We did it.
What's coming up on the channel? Well, let me tell you what happened before, and then what's coming up on the channel tomorrow at some point in the day, maybe early. I'll let you know, Jeff. Tomorrow we'll do our comic book show on Sundays, but I gotta give time for Jeff to read some comics. You can do that while you don't watch Night of Champions. That's airing early because it's in Saudi Arabia, or in between World Cup games.
They don't even start till 4 o'clock today. I've got all afternoon.
Yeah. So you got plenty of time. I will be, because we delayed our Supergirl show, I will be putting out my own review. Would be very non-spoilery, and I will avoid any conversation about comparison between. I already have the script, so I'm not talking about anything adaptation wise. Also, if you're a fan of anime, I went to the theater to watch that new Bleach thing, which gives us a preview of the upcoming season. So if you like that, stay tuned. And then a bunch of comic reviews for next week. And there's some comics are good.
Comics are real good.
They're killing it. Whoever said comics were gonna die a couple years ago, boy, they were wrong. They were wrong.
Yeah, they really were.
And then go check out our videos from last week where we cover the full John Romita Jr. cover saga. So there you go. All right. Do you guys have anything else before we get out of here?
Perfect. Good.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. See y'all later. Bye-bye.
The most important thing in life will always be
Bill Bebo.
I love you.
Simon Center, get the fuck out.
All right. Bye.
Get out of here, you weirdo.